The speech I chose is the Martin Luther King speech, "I Have a Dream." Martin Luther King Jr. stepped up on Lincoln Memorial in 1963 and gave this remarkable speech. I chose this speech because it was a point in time when black and white were not united and were not able to eat at the same restaurant, use the same restroom, or even walk the same street peacefully. This speech really allows me to look back and see where we came from and how people were treated because of the color of their skin and not by the content of their heart. Thinking about his speech brought me back to the police brutality that is going on all over the world, especially with the African American men that leave their family to go home, to go to work, and then the next day an officer knocks on the door and tell their family that they're gone. The main point of the speech is for people from different race to be united as one, and that we all may one day drink from the same water fountain, use the same bathroom, and sit at one table together in brotherhood. People will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That we may one day walk the street of glory together as one and hold hands. Martin Luther King's main point was peace and equality because we all are made equal. No race is better than the other. He demanded racial justice and he integrated society. He wanted us to know that everyone should be created as equal, and one day everyone will be able to live in a society free of prejudice and discrimination. Martin Luther King stressed that now is the time all doors to be open to all. He wanted a nation that stood by each other regardless of what race you were. I didn't face any listening challenges during the speech because I felt the speech was very important to many races, not only African American, but to all races. It is very important when choosing a speech because if you are not interested, you will definitely lose focus easily. When I look at the speech that I had to choose from, the one that stand out the most was this speech. It allows me to imagine what my ancestor went through, or even Martin Luther King Jr. went through just to fight for our freedom. Because freedom didn't come easy. To get freedom, it took many lives. Many of our ancestors went through the same thing and they fought our freedom so that we as children would having to endure what we have endured. Martin Luther King Jr. uses various of hand movement and eye contact to convey his speech. Having eye contact with your audience is also an important piece of giving a speech. It helps you to build a rapport with your audience. Having eye contact also enhances your impact as a presenter, and it also allows others to see the same thing the way you see it. Initially, I had to wait on my children to get situated and go to bed so I could fully listen and take in what I had to listen to. Since I am very familiar with this speech, it didn't take much because this is a speech that I love, and for generations we have learned about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Once that one distraction was gone, I was able to fully focus on the speech at hand and take it all in. There are not really a lot of things that I can do that won't distract me from listening. Even if I am listening doesn't mean that I am actually comprehending what I'm hearing. For instance, if I were watching TV at the same time as listening to the speech, I would get confused and not hear all of what the TV had to say or the speech. Doing anything while trying to get the key points from something is a distraction. there's going to be something left out or something that you're not going to hear, and it can get confusing when you're trying to pull your speech together. Again, class, the speech I chose is Martin Luther King, because we all had to endure something in life, and Martin Luther King have fought for not only freedom, but he fought for us to live life and live it equally. Thank you.